Chef Pete is here. Today I'm going to make a beef ragu with red sauce to go with some beautiful pasta, and it makes just a beautiful vegetable, and it'll make a beautiful meal. Take it from me. All right, so you can use short ribs for this, and I couldn't find them at the store, so I'm going to use a chuck roast. It does all the same thing. It does the same thing. So the first thing I'm going to do is get this chuck roast as much fat out of here as we can from this chuck roast, because what I'm going to do with this is slow cook this chuck roast today, and I'm going to slow cook him, and then I'm going to shred him after I do the pasta, and we're going to mix it all together to make a beautiful, beautiful ragu. Okay? And a ragu basically is just, it can be any kind of meat you want. I'm going to use beef meat. Okay, so it'll be a beef ragu. So now we have doing? What I'm doing, Anthony, is I'm cutting off the fat so that we can have it as lean as we can. Although some of this is short ribs would be more fatty, I'm taking a lot of the fat right off of here from the beautiful chuck roast. Okay, so in it goes, and then we're going to take this piece here, and I am going to pull some of this fat right off, just like this. We're going to just cut through him like this, pull the fat right out.
Oh, wow.
And right here, because we have a bunch of fat here, everybody. See it? All right, and I want this meat. I don't want to waste the meat, but I don't want the fat, because I've got olive oil in the pan here. Alrighty, and that's gonna go over there.
This is surgery.
Yeah, it's kind of surgery, because what I want to do is get rid of this fat, just like this, see? And now I have a nice piece. Now there's some fat here, and that's okay, because I'm gonna shred this when I do the pasta, because we're making a ragu, a red sauce ragu, and in it goes, and this is all fat, and this is all fat. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, Anthony will show you, we have our meat in the pot here.
I'm just looking at the fat.
Okay, Anthony will show you the meat in the pot. That's our fat. And what I'm going to do, because it's browning, is I'm going to got salt on there, and we're going to get some pepper on there. Okay, and then I'm going to put some oregano right on there, and then I'm going to get my tongs out and we're going to flip them. Oh my goodness, this dishwasher is going here. All right, and then I'm going to flip them over just like this, because he's browning really, really nice. Okay, alrighty. There we go. And then I'm going to season him on this side too. Get some oregano on there. And some pepper. And some salt. There we go. Okay. Now what we're going to do with this is, as soon as I get this side browned, I have about, 2.5 cups, about 2 cups of sauce that I make. I have beautiful sauce already made with garlic, onion, it's San Marzano tomatoes from Italy, beautiful San Marzano. And what we're going to do is we are going to put it in here and let it slow cook for about 4 to 5 hours. But you can check it at 3.5 to 4 hours to make sure it's nice and tender, because we're going to shred it with 2 forks later and mix it in with our pasta, and we're going to have that will be our meat with the pasta today. So there you have it. It makes a nice, and you could do this with some other meats if you like. There we go. We'll just flip him over again. And I'm using the Breville slow cook, fast cook steamer, and it does everything. And so what I want to do is, I've got it all browned up nice now. So what I'm going to do is get my sauce in there. So we're just going to put it right on top, just like this, right on top. And it's going to have, I'm going to give it just a little bit because this is going to make a sauce, a meat sauce, when I shred the meat after it's cooked and we put it back in. And I'm going to add just a little bit of warm water here. You can use broth if you like. I'm just going to use a little bit of water to rinse out our container. We'll just go right around with it like that. Leave it like that. And then I'm going to put the lid and put it on high. Just like this, slow cook. We're going to slow cook. I keep hitting that. We're going to go slow cook on high. And I'm going to set it for 5 hours, but we'll check it at about 3 hours. And we will check it at about 3 hours and see how we're doing. Okay, so there we have it. If you can't get short ribs to do this with, do it with beef chuck. Just make sure you take all your fat pieces out. There's all the fat. I took them, and it still has fat. It's going to make a delicious, delicious ragu of sauce and pasta, and it's just going to be to die for. Okay, so we'll show you after this comes out and cooks and how I shred it and put it together later to put it with some pasta and have a beautiful meal. So this is Peter Carpizos. I hope you're watching and taking note of the tips. Get your recipe books out, Google recipes, and if you need a recipe, let me know and I'll put it up there for you. But basically, take my tips and you will please your families because we cook and eat and enjoy here at Carpizzo's Kitchen, and that is what it's all about. So this is Peter Carpizos, as always, out.